What's up, guys? It's FPS Gamer, and today I'm going to be doing an MW3 gameplay. Why am I doing an MW3 gameplay? You might ask. Well, first off, I love the game Modern Warfare 3. It is a very good game, and some people have requested I do some videos on them, so I am going to go ahead and do that. Now, before I get started, I just want to remind you guys that the giveaway is going to be taking place in 4 days, so if you don't already if you're not already aware of that, click on the link in the description, or I should have had an annotation on the screen, so you can also click on that. Check that out. Enter. It's hosted in 4 days, so be sure to check that out. Okay, now onto the tutorial. Today I'm just going to be talking about the best classes you can use on Modern Warfare 3. Modern Warfare 3 has a bunch of different classes that you can use, but specifically there's 2 or 3 of them that you can use. They'll give you max results, in my opinion. Like, you can get MOABs and high-end kill streaks. So the first class I'm going to be going over is the ACR. I use the ACR with kick and silencer. Why do you say I might use kick? I use kick because, like, I don't know why. Even though ACR doesn't have a lot of kick on it, I still use that perk just because, I'll just always have. I use a silencer because I love rushing, but when I rush, I usually try to get around where the actual fighting is and get into the back of the, where the enemies are, and just ambush them from there. And like, a silencer will come in real handy because a silencer you can't see anybody, or they can't see you on the minimap. So that's going to help a lot, because if you don't have a silencer, unless you're experienced and real good at it, if you don't have a silencer, they're going to see the red dot and they're probably going to go and try to kill you more, frequently. So that's why I use a silencer. I just love them. Okay. The secondary for that class, I use the MP9 with a silencer. Just went over why I use a silencer, so no reason for that again. For my lethals, I use Semtex, and I also use concussion grenades. I use concussion grenades because it does blind and slows the enemy. Now, flashbangs will, if you want to, you can use those too, but they don't slow them down. They just blind them for a longer time. So my perks, I use let's see. For an ACR, I would probably, unless you guys know you're not going to be, like, I would either use, actually, yeah, I use sleight of hand. Second perk, I use quick draw. My third perk, I use, see, what do I use? Stalker. And for my for my strike package, I typically use Specialist. I use Specialist because once you get above and get all your perks and you actually earn the Specialist package, you will receive all the perks. And once you have all the perks, it makes it very easy for you to go up and just dominate past that point. So my Specialist perks, I will start off by the first Specialist perk. I get a Scavenger. Second Specialist perk I want to get is Blind Eye. And third, I usually finish off with Assassin. And then the rest just gets filled in after that. So, that's that. I actually use the same strike package for this next class I'm going to say. The same strike package actually for all my classes. So, Specialist is on all my classes that I'm about to name. So that's the ACR class. My next class is the MP7. The MP7 is a very nice submachine gun. It is not really meant for long range, so if you're looking for a more long range weapon, but effective, go with the ACR. This is more of a short range type if you're camping in a house or close range combat weapon. So an MP7 I use with a silencer, and I also use kick on it. Actually, no, I don't. My bad. I use an MP7 with double attachments, or 2 attachments, and I use silencer and rapid fire. Rapid fire just speeds up, of course, the rate of fire, and I just think it really helps when coming to close range combat. So yeah, same secondary. I got an MP9 with the silencer, same perks and everything. You know, Semtex, concussion grenades, sleight of hand, quick draw, and of course Stalker, and the same strike package. Okay, so to my last class. I picked this last class just for snipers. I typically would say. So, I mean, well, actually, yeah, this is more for like a sniping. This is a sniper's class, but I mean, if you're a sniper, it's gonna benefit you. So what I use is I typically use two snipers. The two best snipers in this game are the Barrett 50 cal and the AS 50. They both have the same accuracy, damage, rate of fire, and mobility rates. All of them are the same for those two guns. You might say the MSR is the best because it's bolt action. Yes, I love bolt action guns, but the AS50 and the Barrett have a lot more damage, have full damage capacity, and all the other bolt actions actually don't. So, yeah, use the Barrett and the AS50. And if you don't like that semi-auto, treat it like it's a bolt action. Just fire one, wait a second, then fire another. It's actually helps. Um, my secondary I typically use will be the same, the MP9 with silencer, or sometimes I like to go ahead and use overkill and for my perk. And when I use overkill, I still use stalker and sleight of hand, but for overkill, I would typically use the MP7 as well, just because it is such a great gun. And if I don't, I use a submachine gun of some sort. So, yeah, but mostly the MP7. Same perks and same everything from then on. Semtex, concussion grenades, sleight of hand, and then I have overkill, of course. Stalker, and then the same strike packages with um, Scavenger, Blind Eye, and Assassin. So those are basically the three best classes, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and see you later, guys.